You're sitting in a quiet room. No sound, no movement. And then, out of nowhere, the back of your neck prickles. You turn around. Someone is looking at you. You had no way of knowing that. Or did you? The real explanation for this feeling is far stranger than any sixth sense. For centuries, people believed this was proof of something mystical, a psychic connection, an energy field passing between two people. Some cultures built entire belief systems around the idea that eyes emit a kind of invisible force. It's a compelling story. It's just not what's actually happening. Scientists have tested this claim directly, and the results are surprisingly clear. In controlled experiments, people guessed whether they were being watched from behind at rates barely better than chance. No mysterious energy field showed up in the data. So, if it isn't a hidden sense, why does the feeling happen at all? And why does it feel so convincing? The answer starts with your peripheral vision, which is far more powerful than you give it credit for. Your eyes are constantly gathering information at the edges of your sight, even when you're not consciously looking at anything. Psychologist Colin Cherry demonstrated decades ago that the brain processes far more sensory information than it consciously admits into awareness. Most of what your eyes catch never becomes a thought. It becomes an instinct instead. So here's what's likely happening. Somewhere at the very edge of your vision, a shape shifted. A shadow moved. A silhouette turned towards you. Your conscious mind never registered it as a decision. But your visual system did, and it triggered a response before you had any idea why. Think about that for a second. You didn't sense a stare. You saw one, just not in a way your conscious brain bothered to tell you about. There's a second piece to this. Humans are exceptionally good at detecting faces and eyes, even in fragments. Researchers studying facial recognition have found that the brain has dedicated regions almost entirely devoted to spotting a face in a crowd, and eyes specifically stand out even faster than the rest of a face. Even the faintest hint of two dots arranged like eyes can trigger recognition. This is why you can spot a face-like pattern in a power outlet, a car's headlights, a cloud. Your brain is wired to see eyes everywhere it possibly can. That wiring makes evolutionary sense. For most of human history, noticing a predator's gaze, or a rival's gaze, a split second faster than everyone else could be the difference between surviving the day and not. Neuroscientist Nicholas Humphrey has argued that social species like ours evolved brains hyper-attuned to gaze detection, specifically because eye contact carries enormous social and survival information. A watching eye might mean danger. It might mean judgment. It might mean opportunity. Missing it wasn't an option your ancestors could afford. So when your neck prickles in an empty-feeling room, you're not picking up on a mystical signal. You're running an ancient alarm system, one built to catch the faintest hint of an eye a fraction of a second before your conscious mind can explain why. What feels supernatural is actually a survival mechanism firing exactly as designed. There's one more twist worth mentioning. Studies on this feeling have found something almost funny. People report feeling watched more often in situations where they're already primed to expect it, walking alone at night, standing in an unfamiliar space, feeling anxious for unrelated reasons. Expectation itself sharpens the alarm. Your brain isn't just detecting eyes. It's actively hunting for them when it thinks it should. So the next time the hair on your arms rises for no clear reason and you turn around to catch someone's gaze, don't reach for anything supernatural. What you're experiencing is one of the oldest alarm systems your body owns, still scanning the edges of every room you walk into, still looking for eyes before you even know you're looking. You felt someone staring at you, and in a very real sense, some part of you had already been staring back.